Hello students, in this video we are going to study the chapter 2. The chapter name is All Together Class 5 Subject EVS GCERT. So before starting the chapter, let me see one story. So once upon a time, an old man lived with his 3 sons in a village. These 3 sons were very hardworking, still they quarrel all the time. They fight with each other all the time. So the old man tried a lot to unite them, but he failed. Though the villagers appreciated their hard work and efforts, they made a fun on them on their fights. So months passed by and the old man fell sick. He told his sons to stay united, but they didn't listen to him. So at last, he decided to teach them a practical lesson so that they would forget their differences and stay united. So the old man called his 3 sons and he told them, I will give you a bundle of sticks. Separate each stick and you will have to break each stick into 2 pieces. The one who breaks these sticks quickly will be rewarded. So the sons agreed. The old man gave a bundle of 10 sticks to each of them and asked them to break each stick into 2 pieces. They broke these sticks into pieces in minutes. And again they started to quarrel among themselves as to who broke the sticks first. So the old man says, Dear sons, game is not over now. I will give you another bundle of sticks to each of you, and you will have to break these sticks as a bundle, not as a separate sticks. So the sons agreed and they tried to break the bundle of sticks. Though they tried their best, they could not break the bundle and they failed to complete the task. And the 3 sons reported their failure to their father. The old man replied, Dear sons, see, you could easily break the single sticks into pieces, but you are not able to break the bundle. So, if you stay united, nobody can do any harm to you. If you quarrel every time or fight every time with your brothers, anyone can easily defeat you. So, I request you to stay united. The 3 sons understood the power of unity and promised their father that whatever be situation, they would all stay together. So the moral of this story is unity is strength, and our new chapter 2 altogether is based on this concept. So you should remember that united we stand, divided we fall. So now let me start the new chapter. So in the chapter 1 we had learned that what to do and what not to do. And in the second chapter we will learn about how to utilize or use the facilities that we are getting. So first let me see what is the meaning of altogether. So altogether means we the human beings and the facilities given to us by the nature all must live together. In this chapter, we are going to discuss that environment has given us a land to grow food and build houses, water to drink and air for breathing. It does not differentiate in giving these gifts to all the living beings live on the earth. We are living in a country with rich diversity. Diversity in religion, caste, language and different things. So diversity means being different. So now let me start the chapter. We use air, water, food and sometimes we see them being misused. The environment gives us land to grow food and build houses. So we really do anything to maintain and preserve this environment. We are using air, water and food from the nature, but sometimes we can see and even we are misusing these facilities which we are getting from the nature. We are misusing them. So environment gives us a lot, like land to grow food, to build houses, water to drink, air to breathe. But do we really do anything to maintain or to save this environment? So our country is a country with rich diversity or with rich variations. Our country shows diversity or variety in religion, caste, language, sex, status, that means position or prestige. Although these diversities are there, and even then we are provided with equal facilities. We all are given the equal facilities. We should think about where these facilities are derived from, or from where we are obtaining these facilities. So here we shall discuss about what facilities we are getting and how much we are alert regarding them, or how we are maintaining and preserving that facilities. So here one story is given to you. Once a boy named Aryan reached Ahmedabad. Nobody knows where he came from, where will he stay, and what will he do to get food. All our needs are fulfilled by our parents, but this boy came to Ahmedabad alone. Now, who will help this boy and what will happen to him? So, let me see. Here, some pictures are given to you on the next page. As in the first picture, you can see that this boy named Aryan came to Ahmedabad alone. In the starting, for few days, he wandered here and there. He will not find any place to live. He only get water and air. Then after, he found pipes, cement pipes. So he started living in that pipes, big pipes. Then after, he get some facilities to cook food, and then after he settled in that cement pipe. The another boy named Rahul now came to him. He is also came alone, and he also didn't have any facilities, so he went to the Aryan. With him he brought some cloth and wooden sticks or a material to build a tent. So both of them make a tent outside that pipe, and they live together and start working together, and they make food and all the work together. Now from this story you have to think and answer this question. First question is, where would Aryan's first house be? So it would be cement pipe or tunnel. The Aryan's first house was cement pipe or tunnel. The next question is, which facility would Aryan have first? So Aryan first get the shade or a home in a cement pipe. The next question is, why would another boy have joined Aryan? So another boy joined the Aryan because he also don't have house to live. That's why that another boy joined Aryan. The next question is, what may another boy have brought with him? So another boy brought cloth and some sticks with him to build a tent. Then after, who will be benefited due to both the boys being together? So both the boys be benefited as they work together and they be together. Next question, what other facilities would both the friends get now? So they get shade and food to stay. They get shade, and to eat they get food now. The next question is, what would they do now to get more facilities? So to get more facilities, now they have to work hard work and they have to earn money. The next question is, where would the boys buy vegetables from? So the boys buy vegetables from the costermonger, or you can say handcart or street vendors. They buy vegetables from costermonger. That means a handcart person who sells the vegetables on the handcart. The next is, which things of nature would have been utilized by both the friends. As they are living in the tunnel or in cement pipe, so for the shade they utilize land, wood, then after to drink water, and they also utilize soil and air to breathe, and different vegetables that is also they get from the nature. Next is, what are the essential things required for a man to live? So the essential things required for a man to live is air, water and food. Rather than this, a man also requires clothes to wear and house to stay. So these all are the essential things required by a man to live. The next is, how would these boys keep clear the area around their house? So they maybe make something like broom and they are cleaning the area surrounding their house. So these are the question answers. Now next, one table or activity is given to you. So in this activity you have to write what is made from what. For example, one is given to you. Here three different pictures are given to you. In first picture, coat is given to you, or you can say bedstead is also that coat is given to you, and below the coat in the first row it is written that it is made from wood. Then after, wood comes from tree. From what we are getting this wood, that you have to write. And then after, I shall maintain the tree. What you have to do or what you should do? So you should maintain the trees so that we can get this coat. So in the next picture, a plate which is filled with meal is shown to you, and in the third picture the different types of clothes is shown to you. So first let we see for this dish or a plate filled with meal, different kind of meal. You can see chapatis, laddus, rice, dal, vegetables in this plate. So we are getting this meal or food from the plants or food from the grains. So in the first row it will come that we are getting this food from the grains or pulses. In the second column, these pulses or grains we are getting from the plants or trees. And in the last column you should write that we should maintain the trees and plants so that we can get the meal or food. In the last column, clothes are shown to you. So here in the first row you have to write we are getting this cloth from the cotton or wool. So in the next row you have to write we are getting this cotton and wool from the natural sources like plant, cotton plant and animals like sheep. So in the last column you should maintain the plants, cotton plants and animals. You should preserve the environment like trees and animals so that we can get the clothes to wear. So this activity you have to do. Then after, one another story is given to you. Some pictures are given to you. You have to observe this picture and you have to form a story, and then after you have to write the story in your rough book. So in the first picture you can see that there is a man and a lady is there. They are filling the crop in a gunny bags. So in a village, one man and a lady, his wife, is living there. They grow a crop into their field. After cultivating the crop, they keep some grain for them to eat, and the rest of the crop or grains they fill in the gunny bags. In the second picture you can see that man sold that rest of the grain or crop to the market or to the merchant, or you can say trader. Then after, so by selling that crop or grain, he get the money. So from that money, this lady bought the vegetables from the vegetable markets. And after getting the vegetables, now what she is doing in this picture? So she is making atta from the or flour from the grains using a chakki, you can say. So she is making the flour. So from now she get the flour. So in the last picture you can see that from the flour she is making dough, and in the last picture from this dough and the vegetables she is making the food, or she is cooking the food. So this is the process how they get the food, how they or we can get the food from the grains. First they grow the crops in the field, then after they sold that grain to the market, and that's how they get the money. From that money they bought the vegetables, and from the grain they make the flour. So this by this flour and the vegetables they are making the food. So till now in this chapter we had seen that our country is the country with rich in diversity, and there is no discrimination for the natural sources or the facilities that we are getting. Then after we had seen one story of Aryan, in that we had seen that what a man should require to live a life. So we had seen that air, water, food, clothes, house are the essential things required for a man to live. Then after we had seen some materials that are made from the different kinds of natural sources like coat, food we are eating, and clothes. We are getting them from the natural sources like trees and animals. Trees, plants and animals. So we had seen after that we should conserve or maintain the trees and other natural resources so that we can get this different kind of things from the nature. Then after we had seen one story, or by that story we had seen the process how we are getting the food from the grain, the whole process of getting food from the grain. So in the next picture we will see the remaining part of this chapter. Thank you.